city of Dublin always ready to fill a stadium for some friendly competition. And today, the Irish crowd has shown up in force, not for Gaelic football or hurling or rugby partner, no, but to welcome the NFL to the beautiful Emerald Isle. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And away we go from Dublin. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important. I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do you guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action, McCarthy. He fires one deep down the middle. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. The defender. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the puncher gives him new life and this 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's 2nd and 11. That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Now we'll give it to Mason. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
They put a receiver in motion here left. Going to the ground again on first. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Running once more with Mason. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He set up the screen. It's Addison. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Johnson now on the return. He manages the 35 before they can stop him. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
Well, love him or hate him, Rodgers not ready to leave the league until he's satisfied with how his final chapter reads. He didn't get the storybook ending he wanted last year, taking another run at channeling all that doubt into success one final time.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 37. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Pressure comes. Rodgers completes beyond the marker. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 41. Warren running between the tackles. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels. First down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. Third down coming. Short pass brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on first and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. To throw, Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This makes it up to the 25. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He lets one fly deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
That one's caught by Jefferson. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
They give to Mason running right. And they hit him along the sideline there. Pickup of 9, so 2nd and 1 upcoming.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. McCarthy looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Rodgers throwing again here on 2nd down. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for the Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. but out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of him.
From the gun, give to Gainwell. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
To the air here on first down, Rodgers. Completed to his running back. And he's forced down bounds after picking up about 7.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
2nd and 3. Complete to DK Metcalf. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Steelers first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's this underneath to Warren. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And the defense holds him at the 2. Brock, he can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
They sneak it with Rodgers. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Warren can't push it across. They make the stand. Looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Here's a give inside to Gainwell. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. It's Steelers ball as we return for the 2nd, and they have to be thinking points here. Gainwell again. And this time he gets in for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 7.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Jukes out a one-stop. More room past the 50. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field.
We know this is the ticket to the field for a whole lot of rookie special teams. It's something that teams every year look for in the draft. And with the new rules, or maybe even that much more, these super athletes who can electrify in returns and turn the smallest lane into one of the biggest plays of the game.
The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. First and 10 from the 41. On play action now, McCarthy. Thielen's got it, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Mason. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to first. Man in motion here. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. And they score! It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings tie things up at 14.
The game at 14.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Steelers and Kenneth Gainwell ready for their next possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Counterplay here, Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. That's caught in stride by Freiermuth. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Rodgers sent to pass. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Vikings and receiver Jordan Addison getting set for this next drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They've got first down from the 31. A give to Mason. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Oh, and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
And the Steelers going for the dime look on 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Brian Wright on the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers here off the play action. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 21-yard gain. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They send the tight end in motion. First down throw by Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Defense sent them packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with second down. Trying again, following the sack. Still has some space inside the 35. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends. And
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Another try following the sack. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Rodgers throwing on third down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Jukes one defender, and this drive will start inside the 25. The Vikings and this running back headed back out for a new series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Mason will try this one up the gut. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Another run run for Mason. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Running right, here's Mason. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Mason gets it on the counter. This is ahead for about 5. Derek Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Now it's stopped. Nice ride forward, halted after a couple of yards. Hit applied by Keanu Benton.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. McCarthy throwing here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. Back deep is Austin. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. Austin's there to haul it in. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Steelers, 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Gainwell. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 13. Hits his running back. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
A gain of 2.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Handoff here to Gainwell. Escapes a defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcasting, my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Rodgers here from the gun. Caught by one out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Held in left side. And he gets this forward to the 19. He gets 6 on that play, and that's a Steelers first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. That one nabbed by Warren. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
Steelers 24, Vikings 14. Chris Boswell to
Now Boswell on to send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 8, so a nice pickup there, 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They'll stick with the ground game here. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Now, this Irish crowd has been great so far. No surprise there, and still 2 quarters left to play here in Dublin. On the return, here's Gainwell. Jukes the defender. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Steelers and Kenneth Gainwell ready for their next possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. They've got first down from the 31. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. From the 39. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the shotgun, Rodgers. He's throwing it deep to the left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Second and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing once again, Rodgers. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from the 41. A give left side to Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They motion the tight end over. Rodgers set to pass. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken down at the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. This finds Austin complete. He's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 12 there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
15 more yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st down and goal to go.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Gainwell is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those forces before they find pay dirt.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead.
31. Vikings 14.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Mason trying left side. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Addison going to motion over left. From the 25 on second down. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Steelers and Kenneth Gainwell ready for their next possession. And their offense has been playing at an extremely high level as this has become a runaway quickly. They've scored each of their last 2 times out. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. First down throw by Rodgers. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
A gain of 34 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He'll try and run this. Rodgers slides down, and he picks up the first.
16 more yards.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st and goal, Warren. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
He was brought down by
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an walk, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Pressure comes. Rodgers dumps it off to his running back. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers make it a 24-point ball game.
Vikings 14. Chris Boswell to kick
Now
off
Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings returning their offense and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. Throw left side. Complete. And on a small gain up to about the 32. Tackle made by Chuck Clark.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
2nd down now. 7 to go. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hits him on the end route. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On the toss, here's Mason. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's grabbed inside the 30. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. Gets it to him on the screen. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Mason gets it from the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. McCarthy to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And this one does not go far. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball. Throwing on third, McCarthy. That's caught. This is Addison. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Mason can't fight past that line, and they stop him at the 3.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and goal for McCarthy. He's got it. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Kevin O'Connell with the call. They're trying for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Johnson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, again to Gainwell. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They just get the play off. And it is incomplete. Win big on the final play of our 3rd quarter. And nothing comes from it as we hit the break. So we're through 3 here. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. The Steelers set to punt it. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Punt meets him at the 28. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Oh, he's keeping it again. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now McCarthy. He calls his own number again. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 14-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now it's McCarthy. Taken in by Addison, left side. The stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Intercepted in the end zone. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Warren once more. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They'll go again with Warren. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
36-yard line.
Warren here from the gun. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
He was brought down by Javon Hargrave. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Rodgers. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Vikings taking the field on offense. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Neeson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Second down now, 7 to go. Looking to throw, McCarthy. That's him on the quick hitter. This is a nice gain, nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
You know what I love to say, you never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
McCarthy on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Receiver in motion, headed right. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Oh, he's going for it again.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Search pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
The Steelers go to a dime set. Must be thinking pass on this third down. Couple additional DBs brought in. All the time in the world. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket. But then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Desperation time here. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Rodgers here from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
A 54-yard attempt.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they'll hold their lead at 18.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week specifically because of that miss.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. I'll give it to Mason. And they sense it straight ahead, but the punt stuffs him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown.
I I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Reichert on for the point after.
Extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings make it an 11-point ball game.
Steelers 38, Vikings 27.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Gainwell. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. A give here to Warren. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Rodgers will look to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
So out now comes the punter. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Running right. Here's Mason. Kicks this one outside. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes the hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
To Justin Jefferson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. McCarthy to throw it. He's going to tuck it and run. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Dublin. Vikings trailing by 11. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. A give to Mason. Takes out a run stop. One good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Now to throw. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Steelers offense headed out. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Trying an inside give to Warren. And that's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets him the first, and they can run this clock out. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Dublin.